I'm Marlen Esparza, and this is The American Athlete. Yeah, getting my hand raised is like the best 2 seconds of my life. Kind of weird now that I think about it, but so I'm first generation Mexican American, so both my parents are from Mexico, and my dad was just like always working in and out when I was growing up. So when I turned 11, he got a promotion and he was now gonna be at the house more, and he had always took my brothers to boxing gyms because he wanted them to box. And my little brother is 2 years younger than me. He's a chef now. And then my older brother is 3 years older than me, but he managed rock bands. But my dad had tons of enthusiasm for the fact that they were gonna be boxers. And I was really close to my dad. So I would go with my dad to drop off my brothers at the boxing gym, but I wasn't allowed to go into the boxing gym. And once I hit about the age of 10, 11, my older brother was like, look, I'm not doing that anymore. And I asked my dad if I could go and I'd babysit my brother. And I have the same trainer that I met the first day at the boxing gym. I have him still as my trainer. It was a lot harder than that for me because when I got to the gym, there was no girls. So it was a little bit weird because there was like an A team, B team. It was a really like recreational thing that they had going on, except the A team was like 5 guys and they were all already like boxers that were already competing in tournaments and stuff. And I remember I was like, I want to go over there. So I asked if I could move to the A team and they said no, and then I asked again. And then I asked the head coach, he's my coach now, and he kind of told me like no to like go away, you know, like I was like bothering him. And I asked a few more times until he finally said that he was gonna train me, but he would train me like the guys. And he threw me in right away with the guys, and he would go find smaller guys. And I would spar a lot to the point where like I'd get beat up the most of the time. He admitted to me a few years later that he only threw me in there repeatedly because he just thought I wasn't gonna come back. And then I ended up just like evolving. Because after you get beat up so many times, you learn a lot. You transform a lot faster than you think. When you rest, especially when you let your body rest, the transformation, you know, is bigger because you're doing everything so disciplined that your body's all gonna react. So I'll look like a completely different person in like, you know, 12 weeks, 13 weeks. Everything just starts to kind of like shape up and you start to just look like one of the crazy people you see on TV and you're just like, I do feel stronger, I feel, but it's more of just like, not necessarily pushing weight stronger, but just like the endurance stronger, the ability to take things that I wasn't able to take at the beginning of camp. My boxing style, it changes a lot. So there's some people who don't throw that many punches and all they do is move. And then there's some people who just go forward and they get hit a lot, but they also hit people a lot. And I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. So I kind of just wait for my opponent to expose themselves, and then I kind of jump on their mistakes. And that just took a lot of sparring partners. You know, when I was younger, I was just really aggressive. I threw a lot of punches, I was smart, and most of the time everybody would get tired. And then eventually, you know, I started learning systems and tricks and like how to move my feet better and how to get around people. And then I kind of just evolved into a fighter who can, if I want to, I can just come at you all day. If I want, I can move around. If I want, I can stay in the middle. So I would be more described as like a boxer puncher. Whenever you walk out, I mean, it's like this crazy adrenaline rush. So like, I don't like heights, you know, I don't like to jump out of airplanes, or I don't like anything crazy like that. But it's the same exact feeling that you get, except it lasts for a really long time. So walking to the ring knowing that you're about to fight somebody, you know, there's tons of people and, you know, you have like a robe on and it's just like this huge event and you know that you're about to go face someone who's basically gonna try to take your head off. And then you have someone throwing punches at you and you're trying to think, and then you're, you know, trying not to get hit, trying to land. But with the support system, you know, it's a little bit crazy because you need them, but if you're mentally strong enough, it wouldn't really matter if they're there or not, because I'm not thinking about them when I'm getting hit, you know, or when I'm hitting somebody. The balance for being a boxer and, you know, a female was already like pretty hard, but being a boxer and then the mom and wife, I mean, for me, I'm learning as I go, but it's different. You know, I really feel like I'm two people now. Before it was like, I am a boxer and this is what I do. But after having a baby, it wasn't that way. I feel like I am a boxer and I'm a mom. And I have to really separate and accept the fact that I am two people. And it's a really hard balance. And then physically too, I mean, a lot of girls think that once you have a baby, it's just the end of you. And I really wanted to prove that that's not the case. And doing so, it's an I told you so moment type thing of like, I knew that I could keep going on and I knew that I could still be in Vegas with the baby. But it's been hard mentally to kind of figure out. Trust me, I struggle myself with the whole idea because it's like I do always want a normal life, and I've always thought, man, what if I've done this or gone this direction or not boxed so long and kind of just had a life, like a real one. And then I remember that I did try. I love boxing, and if I'm not doing it, I get really sad. So at the end of the day, it's something that I love and I wouldn't want to be doing anything else. But I think it's just fun to pretend that I could do something else.